MLB Tonight is presented by T-Mobile. We are less than 12 hours away from the 2025 Major League Baseball season beginning. It's not happening here. It's happening in Tokyo, Japan. The Cubs, the Dodgers, a two-game series. Both teams have been in Tokyo, experiencing the local fare, experiencing the fans in that baseball-crazed country, and now they're ready to open the 2025 campaign. Alongside Anthony Recker, I'm Robert Flores. Thank you very much for joining us. In my hand right here represents 2 hours of baseball quality content.
It's a lot of pages right there.
It's
a lot of pages.
2-hour edition of MLB Tonight. Anthony, we're not re-airing. We're not doing an hour. And then it's going to re-air. No, this is the full 120 minutes worth of content.
So I'm good if I make any mistakes. I'm covered?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Hey,
good.
We've got 3 guests coming up from Tokyo. Harold Reynolds, who is there covering it for us here at MLB Network. Taylor McGregor, who covers the Cubs. She's one of the reporters there. She's joining us. And our good buddy Steven Nelson, who is part of the broadcast crew.
Yes.
He's going to be joining us to give us a sense of what things are looking like as the Dodgers and Cubs prepare to do battle 6 a.m. Eastern time. As the 2025 season is right around the corner. We got this tweet here. As suspected, Mookie Betts is not going to play in the Tokyo series. That's per manager Dave Roberts.
That's not how I wanted to start out.
No, it's not. But listen, it's a long season, and obviously he wants to be in the lineup. The Dodgers, everyone wants him to be in the lineup. Maybe not the Cubs so much, but they're clearly being cautious.
Yeah.
We saw the interview he did with Harold Reynolds yesterday.
Yeah.
You could tell he's still working his way back. He reportedly lost like 5-7 pounds as a result of this illness.
I mean, look, I can't speak to the illness or anything like that, but I can speak to Mookie and seeing him out there in the video and watching him. He was trying to go through the motions and see if he could figure out a way to play. He's not the type of guy to take a day off for anything. And so obviously, he's hurting pretty bad right now. Yeah, if he can't go out there. And I think Major League Baseball, obviously, to your point, everybody wants to see him out there, maybe outside of the Cubs. So I wish him best. Hope he feels better. That flight home, I hope he feels a lot better for that because it is a long flight home.
So hopefully they give him a nice little spot maybe to stretch out a little bit and he can fully recuperate when they get ready to play and resume the 2025 season stateside. Let's get you caught up to date on what the pitching matchup will look like for tomorrow. Remember, 6 a.m. Eastern time, it's on Fox. And then on Wednesday, it's FS1, also 6 a.m. Eastern. It's Yamamoto against Imanaga. And these two former Japanese imports are now going to be taking part in the season opener, for both of these teams. Look, they have faced off against one another and currently and did so in Major League Baseball, but this is going to be something special.
It's going to be absolutely special. First time opening day, you've got 2 Japanese-born starting pitchers facing off, of course, happening in Tokyo, Japan. Really exciting. I mean, to your point, they faced off in the MPB. They both played over there. They faced off here. But I think what we saw last year from both of these guys in flashes, and Imanaga, came out of the gate, and I feel like he didn't allow a run for, 10 starts or so? It was incredible, the run he got on early on. But then we saw, once Yamamoto was able to get his feet underneath him, get healthy, and really establish himself, we saw his upside and what he's capable of, and this guy is an absolute ace out there on the mound. So you've got 2 guys very deserving of an opening day start, going off again, facing off against each other over there in Tokyo. It's going to be fireworks, and good luck to these lineups in trying to battle through that in their first game of the season.
There were 11 Japanese-born players who appeared in a Major League game last season. The Dodgers and Cubs combined to roster 4 of them. Obviously, Yamamoto and Imanaga are going to be center stage, along with Ohtani. How much pressure do you think that they're going to be feeling and experiencing under these circumstances in this venue?
I'll be honest, there's definitely going to be some pressure. I would say, though, Yamamoto took place, he was a part of the games over in Korea last year, I believe, right? To start the season against the Padres. And I think that being his first start in a Dodger uniform, going back over to Asia, not necessarily obviously in his home country of Japan, but playing over there, I think he got a lot of those nerves out. And then, of course, playing in the World Series, I think he's going to be really well off. And to be honest with you, Shota Imanaga didn't show any signs of feeling nerves last year. So I think we're going to see these 2 right out the gate. Really locked in. And they'll have some nerves, but I think they know how to handle them.
No, there's a lot to look forward to tomorrow morning stateside.
Yes.
Kyle Tucker in a Cubs uniform. Ryan Presley, also his.
Are you gonna wake? Are your kids? Well, your kids aren't that young anymore. My kids are gonna wake me up early, and I'm gonna immediately go downstairs and just turn the game on and have that on all morning. So that way I don't need any questions about, oh, Dad, can I play video games before school? No, I got the baseball game on. You can watch that if you want to do it.
Well, for me, I believe this is why DVR was invented.
Okay.
So you're
gonna sleep
because if I don't get 12 to 13 hours of sleep, I'm a bear. So I'm going to get my sleep, and then we'll watch it later. Moving over to the American League Central and talk about the Minnesota Twins, who you saw their spring training game earlier. Royce Lewis is dealing with a, quote, moderate left hamstring strain. He left yesterday's action running to first. Since he debuted, Royce Lewis has played in just 33% of the Minnesota Twins games. I feel awful for the young man because he is a good kid and a spectacular player, and this, unfortunately, just the latest injury.
You have to feel awful for him. I mean, when he's out there, and this is what continues to amaze me, he's missed a lot of time. He's 33% of his games. When he's out there, he still performs.
Yes.
So even though he has these long stretches of not playing, he comes back, and he is incredible. So just imagine if he could put together strings where he gets more comfortable. I mean, I hate to think of what he could do, and that's scary, seeing as what he's already done.
Well, maybe, you're just looking for kind of any positive in this latest news. Maybe he gets this injury out of the way.
Okay. Okay. Get it out of the way early,
Yeah,
and then
I mean, it does happen in spring, so the time that he's going to recover.
not going to miss all regular season
right.
time.
So hopefully he's back in the lineup sooner rather than later, because obviously he's a tremendous player.
It's fun to watch.
And a huge difference maker
Fun to
for that
watch.
Minnesota Twins lineup.